Hi, everybody. I'm Jeff Barton, your voice in the mortgage industry. Thanks very much for tuning in to the Mortgage Minute. We're on each and every day, usually on LinkedIn and Facebook. We do a radio show on the weekends on a bunch of different stations, and we're on 8 or 9, 10 different podcasts. Thanks again for tuning in and listening. We get you information that you might be able to use or at least have interest in if you're looking to get a mortgage or if you just follow the market. Rates today. Rates were up last Friday and have remained pretty much flat today, 3.33% for 30-year fixed. The interesting thing is the 30-year fixed and the jumbo are exactly the same if you take an average of what those rates are across the country, which I think is incredibly interesting. However, the 15-year is at 2.68, the FHA is at 2.75, and as I said, the jumbo is at 3.33, and the 5/1 ARM is at 2.66. Still very low, but way off historic lows, as everyone knows. The 10-year is at 1.6, really trading at the highest, or the yield is at the highest level it's been since pre-pandemic, when we were looking at that particular number as the top line of where we were in the baseline, or what they call there's a trough numbers that they look at where the yield has come in, and it's pretty much stayed between 0.53 and 1.6. Well, we went above that last Friday and sort of testing the limits. We'll see where it goes. We think rates will continue to go up, although I'm not sure if they'll go up as fast as we want. The stimulus package passed, and that is going to juice the economy, which again is going to up the rates. We still see the QE, or the mortgage bond buyer, mortgage, the mortgage buying by the Fed continuing at 40 billion a month, as well as the $80 billion a month in treasuries that they keep buying. I laugh just because it's just unabated how much the government is either borrowing or printing in order to get us through the pandemic. Is it a good thing? How will the long-term effect be on the economy? Nobody's quite sure, but the only real look at it is what happened in 2008. Since that time, and everybody lamented at the fact that we were borrowing way too much money, which in fact is about half of the money we're borrowing today. But that money all got repaid, and it didn't get repaid and then bought off the bonds that were floated as a result of the debt. It just got repurposed through the economy. And I think that may happen again. But again, on the books, the trillion and trillion, I think it's 23, $24 trillion deficit keeps climbing. It's bigger than GDP, as everyone knows. The danger zone is coming, but as most politicians do, they just leave it up to the next guy. A couple things also in the news. Okay, so the untethered worker. This is a new description of a type of worker that will be unleashed and has been unleashed since the pandemic has occurred. About 8.7 million workers work remotely from home and really have no need to be in one place versus another. These people are called untethered simply for that reason, and the fact that they're young, they're unattached, they're either living or renting by themselves or with a roommate, and they have yet to get into the housing market. If those untethered workers decide to move or decide to purchase a home, they're going to have to move from the large cities where they currently are: Seattle, Boston, New York, Los Angeles. A number of other large cities have these types of populations, and the median age of that group is 32 years old. When they decide to buy, they're going to move probably to other more affordable cities since they're already untethered and working remote. That's going to affect those local economies. Stay tuned. Forbearance, moratorium through September. That's the new word. And less than 5% of mortgages are in forbearance. And that's the first time that's happened since April, late March, early April of last year. And that's a good thing, by the way. Today, UWM, Rocket, Fairway, it's their day. Today was the day by which you had to choose between working exclusively with United Wholesale, but not working with Fairway or Quicken, i.e. Rocket Mortgage. The company I work for chose Rocket Mortgage over United Wholesale. Both good companies, both good platforms. There were a number of different reasons why other companies did it. Why we did it? We just thought choice was a good thing for the consumer. Anytime you can get two huge companies, i.e. Rocket and United Wholesale competing for the brokerage community. Usually you can get a better price for your client, and that's why we think choice is a better way to go. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, there are 3,000 brokers at stake here, and today is the day they have to choose. We chose, and it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out. UWM Public, it's a public company, as everyone knows, and it's now valued at $16.58 billion. Good for you, Matt. Matt is the owner, inherited from his dad, but has built a great company. Anyway, I'm Jeff Barton. It's been a great day, and we'll see you next time.